Do you have a contact high from being in this room? That's amazing.
Kind of.
That's awesome. You don't smoke weed on the regular?
No.
No?
I'm like the stereotypical stoner if I try.
Okay.
It's like, I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. And then it hits me and I become like a raccoon in somebody's pantry. Like all shame is gone. I'm
Really?
like, animal crackers totally go with ketchup, right?
Oh my
and
God.
then I lose all sensation of being full.
That's a real thing that you did? Ketchup on animal crackers?
Don't judge me.
No, I'm judging you way more for that than anything else we're going to talk about today.
But like, I will eat anything in your house and then pass out.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember one night, this is why I can't do Xanax anymore, because I had a Xanax night like 3-4 years ago, and I ate this, it was like an inhumanly large bag of chips. Like, they're not even supposed to make bags of chips this big. My friend, who it belonged to him and I ate it, he didn't even understand how one human being could eat that bag of chips in one sitting.
I ate a pound of gummy bears when I was high.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hot. But gummy bears or like gummy worms, I feel like, isn't that the thing that when you do porn, like if you're going to do anal, you pretty much have to be on a gummy bear diet?
Is that a thing?
I've heard girls talk about that. They're like, oh, I've only been eating gummy bears today because I got to do anal tonight.
Now we understand the gummy worm thing. Yeah, my friend Justin was like got his hair cut at a friend's house. He's like, yeah, she had this weird altar. And he goes, I didn't understand what it was. It had money and gummy worms on it. What god is that?
It was some sort of
the
anal prep
god.
station.
Money and gummy worms. That explains everything. Now I know way more about this girl than I ever wanted to.
Wow. This has been a learning experience. I feel like I was probably watching you on Howard Stern when I was like a young teenager.
Never been on Howard Stern.
Never went on there?
I always refused.
See, that's one of those things that you like misremember. Like it seems so obvious that it should have happened that it just
No, I
feels
never
like
did
it
it.
did.
I got asked all the time and I always said no.
Why? You thought he was disrespectful?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah.
But all your peers were doing it.
So I like to be different. In case you haven't noticed.
What was he doing in particular that you thought was so offensive? I always thought Howard kind of like glorified porn stars in a way that...
You know what he did? It was one particular show that rubbed me the wrong way where he was, there was a girl on that was mentally like...
a lot of that stuff does look a little weird in retrospect, huh?
Yeah, like he was making fun of a girl that was like mentally handicapped and I don't know. And it's funny because the girl like later went on and personally pissed me off, but it's just, I don't know.
Do you...
I used to work with handicapped kids and it just rubbed me the wrong way.
do you think that the queef contest didn't age well? They used to do a lot of that.
I know. No, that didn't bother me.
You wouldn't have got down with that?
Well,
I wouldn't want my girlfriend doing a queef contest. I'm going to be honest.
No, I
Not
mean-
on Howard Stern for sure.
just on your podcast.
You know, that's what's so crazy, though, is that Howard Stern was able to get away with stuff on the radio 20, 30 years ago that
We can't get away with now. No
I
way.
feel like I could get demonetized on this segment of the podcast just for talking about the concept of it, never mind a girl actually doing it.
Right.
Isn't that weird?
It is kind of weird. I don't know. That was what was so groundbreaking about him, though, because he pushed the envelope and got away with so much. And I will give him credit. I don't know how he got people to do some of the stuff he got them to do, like girls flushing their head in the toilet. Like,
Right. I don't understand how he got away with the way that he used to talk to girls in general, because I was watching him with Jenna Jameson on an old ass episode recently, and he's basically just saying like, oh my God, I want to fuck you so bad. Like, he's just telling her straight. He's like, the things I would do to you. I'm trying to picture in my head if I were to interview any woman, adult entertainer or otherwise, and say anything even close to that. I'm like,
yeah, there's no way.
No way. How the hell did he get away with just being so horny on camera?
I don't know. It's before women got
confident enough to
uppity.
Say something, I
no,
guess,
I'm sorry.
right?
See, this is where I get in trouble for
No, but that's like the 90s. Like, you would think that like our opinions of that kind of thing would have evolved enough, but I guess it just... Maybe there just wasn't really like a venue for outrage the way we have on social media.
I was going to say, that was my next thing I was going to say, is it's all about social media. You can't get away with anything anymore. Everybody has camera phones, you know.
Is that weird for you to have like experienced that? Like, did you ever experience the paparazzi thing real bad where you couldn't even go to the bar? Like when, in your younger days, I'm sure that you've had a recent uptick in it.
Oh, yeah. Not too much a long time ago. I mean, like only at events.
Right.
You know, there's actually a protest outside of our hotel today, and I woke up from a dead sleep like in a panic because you could hear them outside like honking, and I was like, "Oh no!"
What were they
not
protesting?
Again. I thought it was me because that's happened, but it was actually like an insurance company.
An insurance company?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, they're evil. Yeah, we should be protesting stuff like that, not the porn stars.
But you know, I get very excited when there's protesters because my favorite thing to do is take a red Sharpie, go out and fix their signs. Because apparently you have to be like completely fucking illiterate to make protest signs.
You see a lot of misspellings?
Yeah, and I'll go correct them.
Really?
Yeah, that's my favorite. So they'll have signs that say like, Stormy is a whore, and then I'll go up and change like Stormy is a successful whore.
Where
They love
did this
that.
happen though? That like you've had people protesting you like in recent memory. That seems so odd. Like such a strange use of your
So
time.
like, okay, I think the most recent one was in Denver at a dance booking, but it was too cold. I didn't go outside and do anything.
Okay.
In Florida, they were protesting outside the club in Florida, and my cameraman actually went on and was trying to interview them. And then the one where I changed the most signs was when they did Exotica, the Exotica convention in Dallas.
Okay.
And they were all out there protesting, and I just went out and went nuts.
Do you think that these are
With
pro-Trump
the
people?
Sharpie,
Are
like
these-
I wasn't aggressive.
Are
I
they
was just changing
anti-porn
signs.
people or are they pro-Trump people?
The two most recent ones, the one in Florida and the one in Denver, were like Trump. The one in the Exotica convention was anti-porn,
Right.
and anti-homosexual. Like a lot of their signs were like about fags and fuck that. And,
But are you even gay enough for them to put you in that bucket? Like,
no, it was
I
just
assume
like
you've
they were-
done work with women.
Yeah, oh yeah. But they were just protesting in general the convention, and they had gay porn sites and stuff like that.
Sometimes they just don't even care what they're protesting, huh?
No, they just like to make noise, but it was like God hates fags, and porn is rape, and like we hope you die of AIDS. I mean, there was like some really graphic signs, but I just went out there and like corrected them, and
That shit, it feels like that shit should have like aged out of our culture by this point. That's so fascinating.
yeah. But I was like taking selfies like in front of that's. Yeah.
So you're out here for XBiz.
Yes, the XBiz Awards was last night, and I was the host.
Oh, so you hosted it because I'm very
That's
interested.
why,
like,
I'm kind of.
how do you prefer to like interact, or what do you think of as your relationship with the adult world at this point?
It hasn't really changed that much. I mean, I still have a contract with Digital Playground and Browsers. I haven't been able to do much in the last year and a half. I've just been too busy.
Really?
Yeah.
Just too many opportunities related to stuff going
Other
on
stuff.
lately?
Yeah. Because I wrote my book.
Right.
So I was obligated to do book promo and store signings and things like that. And it's hard to schedule. When you schedule a movie, you have to do it kind of far out. And I write all my own scripts and do all my own budgets and breakdowns and location scouting. Like I do everything. And so you have to plan that kind of hard, like far out in advance. And I just can't do that these days because I have court stuff coming up and.
Damn. So you've been swamped with legal situations as well?
Oh yeah.
Really? Like what kinds?
Well, there's been so many hearings about, the NDA case and then the defamation case, which is going to appeals, and we have another it goes to the California Supreme Court or whatever on February 4th, and it looks like it's looking good. So I don't want to jinx myself.
Is all this impacting you a lot financially though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did and then there was all the stuff in Ohio where I was falsely arrested, and we turned and we sued the city of Columbus and won.
Oh yeah, sorry about
What
that.
is that noise?
See, that's why we're getting out of this space, is because there's some lady who wears high heels who just stomps around
She's
up there.
river dancing up there.
Yeah, we feel really bad about the high heel thing, and we want to know why she feels like she has to wear high heels every day.
Yeah, that's.
We feel terrible about it.
She sounds angry, actually.
She walks around, like, you could tell that emotion from just hearing her walk, right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, she's angry.
Yeah.
Or she doesn't like you.
I wanna
She
have a
knows
talk with her.
She doesn't.
Maybe if I go up
We should
there-
go up and interview her.
We should go up there together because that might soften the blow.
Or make it way worse.
It
You
might
never
seem
know.
a little
It depends
patriarchal.
on who she voted for. Trust me, you never know how this is going to go.
This area of town, I think it's probably a pretty safe bet she's not a Trump supporter.
Oh, you never know.
Oh no, this block, if you want to walk this block.
Maybe that's why she's angry.
If you want
She's the only one.
If you want to win some trans votes, this is the block for you.
That's very interesting.
Although
See, everything comes around. This is the meeting we had this morning.
I don't really know if they're trans or if they're just kind of dressing the part to maybe do some business along the
I had
street.
breakfast with a drag queen this morning. So
Really?
I did.
But I think the trans people hate the drag queens.
Do they?
I don't want to
Oh,
say that on
gosh.
the record,
Is
but
that a thing?
because think about it. If you were really trans, you're gonna be looking at a drag queen like, oh, what, you just are dressing up like what I
Poser.
really am.
Poser.
You know,
Commit.
I kind of get it.
Go all in. No total pun intended.
So talk to me. Let's go back in time. Talk about how you first got into the adult world. Actually, no, let's go all the way back. Talk to me about your childhood and like where you're really coming from. I want people to know the real Stormy by the time they're done watching this.
Oh gosh, that's terrifying. No, I'm from Baton Rouge. I'm from Louisiana. Born and raised.
Do you ever listen to NBA YoungBoy?
No.
No.
Am I supposed to? Sorry.
Hugely popular rapper from there. Actually, to be honest, you might want to meet him.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys might get along.
Really?
Good guy.
Okay. Wait, do I know this? Wait, do I know?
No, he's like
Justin might
20.
know.
He's 20. You probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I like young boys. Look.
Hey, and he's literally a young boy.
But he's not old enough to drink, so I can't. They got to at least be 21.
I bet he drinks.
I don't want to be responsible.
He breaks a lot of other laws.
That's one of the
too.
rules on my tour bus. Right, Dwayne? Check ID.
No. Oh wait, you ID everybody, but are you allowed to drink on the tour bus?
On my bus, yeah. But
okay.
like, you know, my security guys and stuff would meet girls and bring them on. So my tour manager, I would always say, make sure you check anybody who steps foot on this bus's ID.
It's got to be somebody's job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
No.
Hi everybody, I'm Stormy Daniels. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, make sure to leave a comment. And if you didn't like what you saw, I really don't give a fuck. Make sure to follow us at NoJumper and the Stormy Daniels.